ha ha ha. Yup, it's your man, Elliot.
It's Dialogue, folks. Welcome back. Today we have some beautiful topics for you guys.
Yes,
before
sir.
we start, welcome to the Holy Duo podcast channel, guys. We talk about a whole bunch of stuff here. We're just two guys, just having a conversation. Check us out. Check us out on, what do we have it? Audio exclusive platforms. There's so many of them. Check us out. We're probably on there.
Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, all that jazz.
Yes, sir. All that good jazz. I love jazz music. But check out also our profiles on Facebook. We've got Instagram. We've got Twitter. We got all the main stuff. We might be looking into some other kind of platform soon, but right now that's where we're at. So guys, check us out there. So we always begin with our weekly layouts where we look at our week. And you know what? Today I'm going to mix it up, man. Why don't you just throw in your demonic and holy moment while you're talking about your week? So, it kind of flows a little bit.
Yeah,
so
man. Man.
Tell us about your week.
Hey, so listen, man. The week has gone. The weeks are going by fast, man. Weeks are going by fast.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely agree.
And I feel like I'm telling you, I do one thing in the morning, a couple things in the morning, and then I eat. After I eat, I feel like the day is pretty much almost over. And now thinking about when I eat, it kind of makes sense. Just a little bit. I eat around 12 and 1 for the first meal, usually. Sometimes I might eat a little earlier depending on exercise schedule, but I typically eat around 12, 1, usually. Sometimes if I'm busy, maybe 2. And after that, I don't know. I just feel like the day is just gone to me. Something about that. So the week has been going by pretty fast. Still healthy, but I'm feeling kind of strange a little bit. I'm getting a little bit of not constipation, but I'm feeling like
he's got the rocks.
Nah, I don't got the rocks. Actually, I got the what's soft out here. I got the. I don't know what to compare it to, but I don't got the rocks. I don't know, but holy moment, man. Today, bro, went out and played some ball with the Dukes. The guys. Yeah. It was a good day. It was beautiful weather outside. Like when we first got out though, it was actually cold. It was cold, bro. I was like, whoa, I was all cold, but then as we started running, because we played outside, we played at the park, so it was outside.
The worst rims ever.
Yeah, man, I was missing a couple layups that was in.
Oh my gosh!
Spun out, and then a couple shots was rolling out constantly, but I was still scoring a lot though. I scored a lot between the two games. At least we went up to 11, and I at least had maybe 4 points on each game, or 2 to 4 points on each game. So that's not bad, because I'm a assist guy. I like to share the rock, let some people get some touches, set people up, make plays, and that's what I was doing out there. But yeah, man, holy moment, playing the ball outside, good weather, feeling good. Nice. But my conditioning is still terrible, man. My conditioning is terrible, bro, because I find it very hard to stay consistently on schedule. I gotta fight myself. A demonic moment is me fighting myself, trying to stay consistent. That's one of the hardest things. Like certain things you can stay consistent in, but then other areas you gotta fight to stay consistent. Like me, the hardest thing is to get to the gym, not to put the work in. When I get to the gym, is getting to the gym that's difficult because your mind especially if you want to chill, your mind is okay, let's relax, let's go in a couple hours, and then a couple hours turns into, man, let's go at this time late at night.
Right.
When it gets to late at night, now you want to go to, it's not home, let's go tomorrow. Then it repeats the whole cycle off again if you're not careful. So my thing is trying to stay consistent when it comes to exercising. That's one of the hardest things for me is to get to the place. But putting the work in is not the hardest part. Just getting to the place is just difficult. So though that's kind of like what I've been going through throughout the week and stuff like that.
Interesting thing I just thought about there when you said that it's hard to get. I think there are a group of people, or there's some people that think like, I don't have the motivation to do this anymore. I've just lost all motivation. It's not motivation that gets you to go. It's motivation that gets you started.
Mm-hmm.
But the act of the will, like your stubbornness to do
Yeah,
the
that
thing.
discipline. Yeah.
Yeah. Your persistence to just keep doing it. That's what keeps you going. So anyone who hears this, it's not motivation that gets you results. Motivation gets you started on the journey, and then the results come from how persistent you are at doing the thing, even when you don't feel like doing it. Because at that point, your feelings shouldn't matter if it's a goal that you set for yourself. Forget your feelings. Freak your feelings. Your feelings are here to, kind of hold you back a little bit. Like, I just don't feel like going today. Freak your feelings, man. We ain't about that weak stuff, man.
Nah.
Ooh. I sounded more like a car than a dog.
I don't know what that was, bro.
If your dog barks like that, man.
If your dog bark like that, bro, y'all gotta get him. Y'all might have to lay him down.
Hey,
He might gotta get laid down, man.
You probably need to go to your 6-month checkup for your vehicle. Hey, man, how's the car coming along? You mentioned that last time.
Oh yeah, man. Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Okay, update for you guys.
The
man.
steering.
My car ended up being it just needed power steering fluid.
Dang, bro.
And that's what I thought at first. I'm like, yeah, probably just that. That's good news because I didn't get rocked by the dealership. Cause I took it to the main dealership because the problem was all the places that, the auto care places like the Firestones, the Pep Boys, they couldn't get to it because it's a hydraulic. So it's an electronic mechanism. So they didn't know how to do it. They didn't know, how to handle that. So I had to take it to the dealership because they know how to handle it. And they just said, yeah, it was just a hydraulic. I got a recall for another part that I got for free. Cool. And ended up getting out of there, without paying that much. So that was a win. It was a big relief.
Another weekly holy moment.
That's a holy moment. That's a holy moment for sure. Oh, and this is what I wanted to mention too. So as my car was being worked on, they also provide a shuttle to take you back to your crib and pick you up or whatever. And the old guy that took me back, he was an old guy, probably in his 70s. Yeah, no, definitely in his 70s, he told me. And as he was taking me back to get my car when they finished it, we started talking about marriage, and he was giving me some tips and pointers and like conversation on marriage, which is pretty cool because I like those type of conversations, especially from seasoned people that's been in it for a long time.
Hey.
Hold
up. Why don't we talk about this later in the podcast? We can set up like 5 minutes and then we could talk about that conversation.
Okay.
Because it sounds like a good time.
Okay. If you want me to break it down a little bit, I could, because I was just going to keep it like short. Pretty much that was all I was going to say. But if you want to, bring it back.
Yeah. That's good you brought that up. I definitely want to hear what you have to say.
Do was funny, but yeah, go ahead.
Hey man, yeah, let's save that. Hey, my weekly update, man. It was cool. It was just another week, a lot of training at work, starting a new position and everything. There's that, and then I have a demonic moment, not a holy moment. Demonic moment being, man, recently I've been going to the gym later and later and later. It's a problem, but it's because the work that I'm in now, I'm usually stacked with meetings. I usually have like 6 or 7 meetings or 5 meetings sometimes throughout the day. Man. Some of them, most of the time, a lot of the days, some of them are like 3:30 to 4, 4 to 5, 4 to 4:30. So it kind of throws me off about going to the gym.
The heck y'all got going over there?
Hey man, there's a lot of information. All right. So, my demonic moment was I went to the gym later this one day and there were like 3 people in there. All of a sudden I had my last exercise to do, and a dude with his kid comes in. At that point, there were 5 people in the gym. That would have made 7 people. And as a matter of fact, that day I had legs, and there was this couple that was just hogged up all up on the leg machine and the bench. There's only one bench. This is an apartment gym.
Dang,
Nah,
only one
man.
bench out there? Oh, yeah,
Bro.
it is only one bench usually.
Yeah, man. It's
Yes,
usually
sir.
one bench. So I had to do like split jump squats,
Oh,
like
those are explosive.
explosive exercise. And
I
then
got to do
would
stretching before I do that now because I haven't been stretching constantly.
Mm-hmm.
So if I do that, I might pop something. So I might, I
You
got
got to warm up.
Got to warm up nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Ooh-wee.
Oh yeah. That's a hard exercise if you do it for a long time. It's a lot of cardio, but man, it got my legs pumping and everything. So it was a demonic moment because I was annoyed at what was going on. I feel like this week my gains didn't really happen that much. So
Yeah. Come on,
demonic
man.
moment, man.
Come
Look
on,
at
where
he's
your
happy. He's all
gains at?
smiling over there.
Nah,
man.
nah,
Hey.
what's going on, man? Don't let me catch
Hey,
up
man.
on you.
Look, man. Look.
Don't let me catch up.
I guess this is another good news for you. I'm now around 164, 165 because I shed some of the weight from, seeing family and stuff, the foods that I was eating. I got back to my natural diet and I shed like, a good 3-4 pounds of weight. So I'm back down to 164, slowly going up. But yeah, that's been my week, man. So
Okay,
hey, man.
so you're right.
Let's move forward. Let's move forward with this. We got some
move
topics for you
forward.
guys today. We'll try to
Yes.
be efficient in talking about it, but these topics are good. You want me to start off or you want to start?
Oh, you can go ahead with yours.
Hey, let's go, man. My question to you this week, something I want to talk about is, before we jump into this, I just want to remind you guys also that we're just 2 guys having a conversation. You guys are just in on it. Genuinely, we go through each week and we're like, hey, what about this question? How do you feel about this question? And then we leave it at that. So
Yeah,
everything
man.
you guys are hearing is just straight conversation about these different topics that we think about.
Conversation, bro, and we do come from a biblical perspective on certain subjects, so that's a part of us. So yeah,
Yes, sir. That's a part of all of this. It's part of our perspective, our worldview. So here we go. If you could restructure the educational system to fit your
Oh, yeah.
needs, what would it look like? Because to be honest with you, I'm hearing a lot of rhetoric about young black boys being put on medication and stuff
It's
because
crazy.
they're just too active in class and all of this stuff. So what
bro,
would yours look like?
and about that comment, bro, a lot of them just need more exercise, and I want to not saying we're animals or anybody's an animal, but it's just kind of like a dog, right? That has a lot of energy. You gotta let that dog exert that energy so it can focus on different tasks or be calm in certain environments. So I think there has to be some kind of like way that they can exert that type of energy, put it into something that's physical. So then when it's time to calm down, the energy levels are able to, sustain being in an environment, not being so active. You know what I mean? Like not moving around with tons of energy. That's what I think.
Yeah, they actually tell or advise parents. That's why they have PE in high school and elementary. It's because it helps regulate the children's energy. So exercising, even from a young age, is good for you. It's good for you all the way through your whole entire lifetime.
Yeah, but PE, man, PE be short, man. I don't know how long PE
Way
is.
too short. It should have been
It
2
be
periods, man.
short, bro. Like
2
I remember-
periods.
I remember PE. Like we only had time to play like 1 or 2 games, and then it's time to go. I'm like, bro, I didn't even get to kick the ball.
You know what's upsetting? PE
that?
starts and is the same amount of time as every other class. And you get there, you have to change, and then you have to be
You gotta
there.
change.
You gotta
change
change, man.
before and after. How
Yes,
you gonna have 45
Yeah, bro.
minutes for PE? Spend 15 minutes to change, and we have
And 30
15
minutes playing. 30 minutes to play, right? You got to figure out teams. You got to learn how to play the game if you've never played it before. You know what I mean? You guys are a bunch of
Bro.
kids, so you're running around, talking, laughing. Yeah, man.
That's probably where I
So,
start off, man. That's probably where I'll start off. I'll make PE longer and more challenging, cause you got a lot of fat kids out here that don't eat healthy,
yeah, yeah,
and that
yeah.
don't move
It's
healthy.
not their fault. I think it's their parents' fault for not
Yeah,
enforcing, you
it's their
know.
parents' fault for allowing them to do that to themselves and for
Hmm.
giving them certain things. You know, that's
Okay.
100%.
So, according to the question, how would this fit your needs? What would you think doing that would do again?
So are we talking about like if I if I were to change this to affect me back when I was going to school? Is that what you're talking about, or just now?
Yeah. Back when you were
So
going to school, like,
okay,
yeah.
okay. So how I would want to set up for me back in the, back for when I was in school, man. I would teach real life things, man. I would teach like how to use money, or not teach, but I would want to be taught how to use money, right? I would want to be taught how money works in the real world, real situations, where money's coming from, where money's going, how to generate, how to multiply money. Like give me understanding of how money works in totality. My tongue is kind of heavy today, but
Mm.
yeah, I would want to be educated on that, and then also leadership skills. Leadership skills. Um, I would like that to be implemented. Um, Discipline. You know,
Hmm.
more disciplinary. Like
Well, think about it, because I mean, there's some things that you're mentioning that I feel like it belongs to the parents to do that to the kids, not necessarily school.
yeah, yeah. Actually, the discipline one is more of a parental thing, and then
Yeah.
also
So
I
that's
think I
another
think
challenge.
I think the money one could be parental as well, but
It should be.
school, you're there to learn something that you're gonna use in the real world. So school should do
That's what
that.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna touch on that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think so I would want that to be the money part is the big one for me, because it don't matter what you do, you gotta know how to make money from it, and then
Yeah.
also how to work the money and let the money work for you.
Right.
That's pretty
Right.
much all it is. Like, pretty much you can do anything you want, but if you
Hmm.
don't know how things are structured, you know, how the business model is structured, from
Hmm.
the highest to the lowest and stuff like that,
Yeah.
you won't really know how to navigate yourself when it comes to the workforce or building your own business, becoming a business yourself and stuff like that. Like,
Hmm.
I did not learn jack of how business works when it came to school, man. They taught me a whole bunch of like theory stuff that aren't practical.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's mainly what I would change, and well, what I would take out is all the fluff stuff, all the fluff that you don't need. Like, what the heck is like? Yeah, all the fluff stuff that you're not gonna use. I wouldn't even worry about that. That's extra. That's extracurricular to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
like stuff you could figure out later on. Like,
What's an example of a fluff stuff?
I knew he's gonna ask me that. Um,
A personal example I feel like is history. We don't need as much history as we were taught.
we don't need as much history, and then plus, like, even talking about the history stuff that we should know aren't in there.
Right.
So it's like they give you the BS crap. A lot of it. Well, I don't want to go into ratios, but I think there's a lot of stuff in there that we don't necessarily, need to know
Hmm.
it like to live, but that's what they have in there, and I don't think it's that important to learn in school. You can figure that stuff out later on, like do it on your own time, whatever, or. But yeah, what would you do?
Yeah. I think some of the subjects are a level of like, okay, if this is what you want to do as a profession, we understand why you should continue to learn about history. But bro, we don't even
Yeah.
remember half of what we learned. I don't even remember most of what I learned in history in what, sixth grade? What is that
Yeah,
about?
man. Oh,
Um,
sorry, something just came up real quick. The testing,
yeah.
how we're tested, I would change that as well. Like,
Go ahead, touch on
bro,
that.
because it's like you just everything is a test.
Right.
Like, I don't feel like I'm learning to learn. I feel like I'm studying and learning for a test.
Right. Right. Yep.
Especially on subjects that you don't really like. You're just studying
Mm-hmm.
so you can pass the test. But you're not studying to absorb the information. You're just studying to pass the test. So what are you
Right.
really absorbing? You know? I don't think you're really
Okay.
learning a
So
lot like you need to.
instead of tests, what would you say? What would you have?
It's not that I wouldn't do tests. It's just that the way we're being tested
Okay.
will be I would want that to be different.
Yeah, because everyone is different, but they're trying to push everyone through that thing. So that's what I was saying in the beginning. Boys are a little bit different. And in order for boys to study and do that whole testing thing, that's why women are generally better at the educational system than guys, in my opinion, because, and I think these are also facts, but personally, I think they are because they're able to just sit and do stuff. But guys were more active.
Yeah, we gotta move.
That's why he started off with the whole PE thing. Yeah. Um, yeah, so for me, one thing that I would change is the sports rhetoric. I would change the fact that it means so much compared to education. There are
Hmm.
some athletes who study very well, but I think for the most part, um, athletes tend to be a little bit more lazy because
In the
not
academic
because
field?
in the academic field.
Okay.
Not because they are lazy as who they are, but it's just it allows you to be when you receive so much notoriety for an
Hmm.
ability that you have since you were born. It's a skill that you've trained,
Yeah, you
not
developed.
necessarily right. It's who you are. If you're 6'10" in high school, you're gonna gain notoriety for being 6'10". If you can shoot the basketball well, you're gonna gain notoriety for it. So I think that like the importance of sports should be a little bit because a lot of kids nowadays want to go professional and all this stuff. Like they're putting all of their hopes and dreams in being this top tier athlete that gets paid a lot of money and not necessarily nurturing some of the skills that I'm gonna mention next, which is classes, man. Like you said, bro, a lot of classes. Like I would have them teach finance classes, tax classes, investing classes,
Yeah, man.
because a lot of people most people spend years of their life working to get money. They want money somehow, right? And everyone's reaching here, reaching here.
Hmm.
A lot of girls go to college for like psychology degrees, arts degrees, and it's like, are you guys okay? Like, you don't make much money from that, but they just need a way to make money. And I feel like if they're teaching these classes from the get-go, like if we're like in elementary school, bro, can you imagine our literacy level when we are college students? We probably wouldn't even need college, man. We probably wouldn't even need college. We would understand the society enough to learn how to invest.
Yeah, you would be like, yeah, you'd be ready. But I don't want you to lose your train of thought. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm good. I'm good. I won't lose it.
Oh, that's it. That's all I was had to say. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, we would just know how to bring in money, maintain money, do taxes that a lot of people my age nowadays are like, it's a joke. Like they talk to the IRS like, hey, it's tax season, and they're like, okay, go ahead, file your taxes, and then we're like, hey, but how much do I owe you guys? And they're like, we don't know, figure it out. And they were like, so if we figure it out, then we're gonna go to jail if we're wrong. And they're like, yep, good luck. It's like,
Yeah, yeah, that's scary, bro. It's like, yep, you send me the wrong number, I'm
like,
gonna get you. You know,
yeah. So yeah, literacy stuff and the basic things that we need.
that's crazy.
And what you said is, what I mentioned was some of these things that parents should be teaching at home, and I agree, bro. Can you like from the age of whenever you start kindergarten to maybe 24, 25, 26, if you go to college, you're spending so much time in school. I personally think school is supposed to be the basic building blocks for people to be good citizens in society. But if school is just taking up a whole bunch of your time, giving you a whole bunch of information that you don't need, like geometry, physics,
Yeah, geometry. Like I'm not gonna be an architect. Like y'all should let people that want to be architect see. And this is where it like the generalization joint is where everybody get pushed in to do everything. Like, bro,
Exactly.
I mean the basics. I think basics are cool, but we don't need to do all the other joints.
exactly.
Like, let that be a part of the math
Exactly.
basic learning. Like, don't put
Yes,
no.
sir.
Come on, man. Why am I? Why do I have to do a class that's this, that, and the third
Exactly.
when I'm not going
Exactly.
for a degree or trying to do something that requires that?
Exactly. You know, one skill that I wish I always had was the skill to be an electrician, like to just have the skill to be able to work with things in my home just so I can fix things myself. But I don't have that.
Bro.
Why?
Home improvement. They should
Home
teach you
imp-
how to take care of your own home.
Bro, that's another. And
see?
guess who would be in that class most of the time? Guys. Guys would
Yeah.
be doing those things.
We won't have to even call. See, and this is what I was thinking too. Like, that's like, you won't have to cause many people to work individual problems. Toilet, sink. You would
Trade
have
skills.
trade skills.
Man.
People will save so much money.
That used to be a thing. They took it out the educational system, man.
See,
They
why
took
did
it
they
out
do
the
that?
education system.
To get
Just
companies
so to make money.
to make money.
To make money. Because now everyone has to go to college. You can't just graduate high school and say, I have a trade skill. I'm going to be an electrician or a plumber or someone who fixes things around. You got to have a degree now.
They want to suck
So
all the money they can.
They did suck out. They took the
Yeah, they
money
are.
right out of it. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's my last thing is I would bring back the skills that allow people to not need to go to college but still make money to live and be good. Such as trade skills. Trade skills are amazing for economy and all of that stuff. So that's my first question, man. That's my first question. A jam-packed one.
That was a jam-packed one, bro.
That
That was
jam-packed,
jam-packed.
man. And I'm sure we could go deeper if we had more time.
Oh
but,
yeah,
you know, it is what it
we
is.
could go the whole podcast.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Just slicing this up.
Yeah.
But for the question that I was thinking about, man. By the way, we're gonna take a total. We're gonna go out to the woods with this. This is gonna be in a different realm.
He's gonna say
So-
something crazy. Okay.
So you
Here
know,
we
like
go.
back in the day, and even probably a lot of people till now, they had their childhood fears, right? You know, what something that spooked them, something that they were always scared of. You know, something that kind of got them here. And anytime they smell a certain smell or see something, it brings them back to that childhood memory.
Ooh,
whatever
nostalgia.
it may be.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, have you ever had like an experience where now I kind of don't want to say it this way because a lot of people haven't had this experience, but have you ever encountered a ghost? Or like a evil spirit, like before?
So, yes. Well, no. Not that I can. No, not that I can say that. Oh yeah, bro, I've seen a ghost. No, but like
You felt-
shortly after my father died, right? He had this room in the house where
Oh, Lord.
it was like just the room you keep blankets in and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was a 1, 2, 3, 4 bedroom house. So me and my sister, we had our own rooms and my parents had their own room. And shortly after he passed, I had to go into the guest room to go grab something. My mom sent me in there to go grab something, bro. I could have sworn when I opened the door to the room, because it was closed, could have sworn when I opened the door to the room and I stepped in halfway through walking through the room, it was really hard to walk through there. Could have sworn I saw like an image. Could have sworn I saw him standing in there.
Oh Lord! Ah!
Yeah. Yeah, it was creepy. I wasn't scared, but man, like in the Bible, it mentions that when an angel visited people, they would bow in awe. You know,
Really?
yeah,
Oh,
because
the people would.
the people who were
Oh,
being visited, yeah, they
yeah,
would
they would
bow
bow.
down in
Okay,
awe
I thought you meant the angel.
because no, definitely not. Haha.
The,
Yeah, because they bowed because the presence of something superior to you in that way just it's like, oh my goodness,
yeah, because you could feel the energy,
we can feel the power.
feel the
And
power,
so
bro.
yeah, and it basically cripples you. So that's basically what I felt when I walked in the room, bro. I was like, oh shoot, did I just do that? So it kind of messes with you. Did I actually see that, or is it this event that's happening that triggered this to happen? I don't know. That's why I
Oh,
say yes and no.
and
Yeah.
and um, for me, I had multiple experiences of feeling a dark energy presence, and some. You ever felt the wind hit you?
Yeah.
Some were like that, not as aggressive as an outside wind, but like a breeze, like a breeze. You felt like a breeze hit you, but
Okay.
it felt more like heat. It felt more like heat whenever I would feel that, like because when you get goosebumps and
Mm-hmm.
you kind of have like a heat flash kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how it'll feel. And I don't know if because I felt like something was in the room, then I got goosebumps, or it's because I felt the thing and then I got like felt the heat, and then it did me uh the number of feeling the goosebumps, whatever it may be. But in my grandmother's house, um, there's this room next to her room, and for some reason I used to always be scared to go in that room. It's just some funny energy that I always sensed and inside the rooms. I'm like, bro, why am I always scared to go in these rooms, man? I could like it's like somebody's in there. I feel somebody's in the room, but I can't see them. And so those were experiences back in the day that I remember. And then going downstairs because nobody lived downstairs like that. But going downstairs, man, whenever the lights were off, it was always scary to go down because the garage was downstairs, and we used to go to the garage to get popsicles because she had a freezer down there with popsicles and like fun stuff to eat. And so we'll go down there to get some, but you would always have to go with somebody because going by yourself was just scary, super scary. Like you always felt
Yeah.
something was looking at you in the dark. It just felt very uneasy. So kind of like a little deeper into that. Have you ever been scared of seeing like a spirit or like you know having that encounter? Have you ever been scared? And like what about like the angel side? What about like have you ever been scared to see an angel or slash demon
I'm
spirit or
sure I'd be
whatever?
scared to see either one. I'm sure I'd be afraid.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
Based on what I've read in the Bible, I'll be scared to see both. But
Yes.
it'll be more um it'll be less frightening, I think, to see an angel after you understand it's an angel.
True.
But when you understand that you're looking at a demon, you're like, oh shoot, is this oh like
The
that's
feeling will go from like fear to security,
yeah
but that
yeah
feeling will still be there.
mm-hmm
Yeah.
yeah. Cause I could imagine like cause that angel from what we read from the Bible, the angel can really do anything. They're stronger.
Mm-hmm.
It's different. It's different over
Yeah.
there. So
Mm-hmm.
so it's like that. You know, you know you're gonna be protected. One,
Yeah.
but if you try to come against an angel, it's not gonna happen. You're not gonna be successful in
Yeah.
no way. So that's
Yeah.
that
That would be.
security part.
Yeah. 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 For sure. That would be a joke, man.
Oh yeah.
Have I ever been scared? That's a question you asked, right?
Yeah, scared and like I guess what I was trying to really get into is have you been I guess have you been or like you watching a movie, have you kind of psyched yourself out of being so scared of the
Absolutely.
movie?
Insidious was a weird movie. Insidious?
Insidious?
Oh, Insidious? Is that
Yeah,
how you say it?
Insidious.
Insidious.
Yeah.
Insidious was a crazy, creepy, not scary creepy, but just like it frightens you creepy.
Yeah,
Oh
I didn't know that
man,
though. I didn't know you was that movie got you like that.
bro. It
Cause the movie
got me,
got me.
man. Yes. Dude, are you kidding me? Especially the one with where like they would take a picture, right? The parents would take a picture,
Oh
and
yeah.
the lady kept getting closer. Over the years, the lady kept getting closer and closer. Sorry to whoever is scared of stuff like that, but man, you gotta. Oh man,
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. That movie got me as well. The lady's face was so scary looking, bro. And it was just
bro,
strange. It was just strange, man. And then at the end, when he took a picture and it was the lady,
it
I
was
was like,
her.
I was
Oh,
like,
creeps.
what?
Oh, it's giving me the chills, man.
It's giving.
Yeah, it's creepy.
that guy. I'm not gonna lie. That movie got me, bro. That movie was
So,
one where it was weird, bro.
yo, the next time a girl calls a guy a creep, think about that lady in Insidious as the creep.
Nah,
Like
bro.
we're not creeps,
lock
man.
that. Don't lock that into my mind, man.
Hey,
Don't lock that
another
in.
movie that kind of scares me is the one that we saw where the girl does that with her.
Oh yeah.
What's that called?
That's called Hereditary. I thought that was going. Wait, hold on. Did that one scare you?
It was creepy. That one
Okay.
wasn't scary. It was just creepy.
Okay, because guys, he was acting a little tough when I asked him. You know, he had he had his poker face on, like, yeah, this ain't do nothing to me, pop, you know. But
Wait, didn't we watch it together?
we watched it, yeah. I was
Yeah,
like,
bro. I remember telling you the end really freaked me out, man.
oh yeah, the ending
And
was
creeped me out.
definitely demonic, no doubt. But
But that,
that
yeah,
that girl that you talking about,
man. Apparently, they've been making fun of her for not like looking attractive and stuff. Yeah, man.
you know, the internet
Yeah.
has no mercy.
It's messed up, man. It's messed up. But hey, man. Anything. Well, okay. So the part about that movie that creeps me out was the part where at the end, all this stuff is happening. They're chanting and all this stuff, and they're chanting Antichrist stuff, which I believe in the Bible. So when I heard that in there, I'm like, okay, like that's real to a certain level because there are satanic groups that do these things. Like for real, they sacrifice animal stuff. So when I saw that, I was like, ooh, they're applying spiritual things happening in our physical realm that you can see to satanic stuff. While I believe in the Bible, I'm like, dang, this thing is real. So it creeped me to actually see how people practice these things. Maybe not
Yeah.
killing people, but
Yeah.
just how they go about it, man.
Yeah,
So
it's real.
anyway, yeah, man. Do we have time for one more of my questions?
Is it gonna be a deep one?
It might be. You know how we slice and dice stuff, man. It's gonna get kind of deep. So how much time we got?
Got about a good 5 minutes.
Yeah, we got a good 5 minutes to get started on our story time for this podcast. You good? You got anything else to say before we jump in?
On the parents one, I did want to say, the reason why the kids don't learn about stuff that they should know from the parents is because the
Okay.
parents themselves
Don't
work,
know.
or they don't know because the parents themselves work jobs that keep them from the kids.
Too busy.
Too busy for majority of
Yeah.
the day. They don't got time to show them and teach them.
That's a good
and
point.
So that's what I wanted to say, but I guess it just slipped me. But I wrote it down, so I had it.
Yeah. That actually helps me think too that when parents are actually helping these kids understand and teach them these things, they come across information that changes how they think about stuff too. Imagine teaching your kids, which they don't teach in school, the Constitution. You would actually have to read through the whole Constitution and see what America is based off of. And I'm sure a lot of us have never read the Constitution.
No,
So
bro.
imagine teaching that to your kids, right? As an adult, you're like, oh, shoot, really? Wow.
I think we memorize the Constitution of the United States, but we don't dissect it and learn what it's
We
really
don't break
talking
it
about.
down.
They just make you memorize it. The Constitution of the United States,
Exactly.
America. I therefore like,
You could
everything is
have,
just like a
yeah.
drone.
Yeah. You could have a whole class for a year just dedicated to learning about the Constitution. But yeah, that's a good point, man. So what I wanted you to touch on before we move forward to story time, because story time is going to be a little bit short. So we have maybe 5 minutes to talk about this.
Okay.
The guy that you talked to about that was touching on the marriage stuff, man. Go ahead. Lay it down, man.
So I got in the car, right? And it kind of started off. I asked him where he was from, like if he was from the city, and he was like, "Yeah, man, I lived here, my whole life." Blah blah blah. And then I asked him, "Okay, and then he told me about himself, and then he said that, yeah, me and my wife lived here, blah blah blah, and then okay, he got a wife, so that was my avenue
Nice.
to kind of ask him about how or a little bit about marriage. And so I asked him how long has he been married, and he told me, 40 plus years. I'm like, dang, okay, yes sir,
Ooh.
good, good work, right?
Yeah.
And then I started to ask him, what challenges, what stuff have been challenges for you in marriage and stuff like that, and all that good stuff. He went into a whole bunch of different stuff, but turns out the dude was a Christian, so that was pleasant. Yeah, he was like,
That
he
is
was
very
like,
pleasant.
yeah, I was like, okay, cool. So I can I can learn something that's gonna be that that's gonna work. That's gonna
Yeah.
be something I could really use. Not saying that people that aren't Christians don't give useful information, but it's more of a connection that they has to what I have. So we connected. You know what I mean? But anyway, I think one of the questions I asked him was like yeah, like what are some challenges that you've had in marriage? And he was like, you know what, the woman is gonna try to make you a woman. He's like, the women are gonna try to make you be a woman, are gonna try to turn you into a woman. Oh honey, don't wear this, wear that, because they're gonna try to, they're gonna try to kind of take charge, right? But he said, man, you can't let them take charge, bro. You can't let them take charge.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and he went on, into that. I'm not gonna get too deep into that, but before that, he had mentioned a lot of people get married because of lust
Yes.
instead of love, whatever it may be, And he went into that. He started explaining that, and how, like, don't do that, because turns out he actually was married before, and that didn't work
Okay.
out, because lady,
How was he married for 40 years and then was married before? Like, how old is this guy? 90?
this dude is like he's in his 70s, probably late 70s. But
Oh, man.
I could imagine the first marriage didn't last long at all, because
Okay.
what ended up happening was, the lady that he married before, turned out she was cheating on him with another guy. And he said he thinks it might have been his fault because of some things, and basically what the things were was probably him not being the man that he was supposed to be. Maybe
Still
he was
doesn't
being,
excuse her, though.
No. It still doesn't excuse
Yeah.
her, but it gave her maybe that, that power dynamic where she felt like, you know, he's not like manly. So boom, like, you know, sit down, or, you know, like kind of you know, put a leash on him type of thing. And I don't know, but I think he said that he felt like, you know, he didn't really do what he needed to do in some areas, but you know, it's still not his fault totally because she's the one that cheated. But
Absolutely.
but one thing that he said though was, he was like, man, the woman wants you to be a man. Hold up. He was like, the woman wants a man, wants you to be manly. So don't be out here meowing like a kitty cat. He didn't say all that. That's just me, you know, feeding off of what he just said. But you know, basically, don't be out here like a kitty cat over there submitting to the lion or something like that. Like, you got to be a man. If you're a man, be a man out here. You know, because ultimately he was saying too that ultimately all of you guys are in it 100%, like not 50-50. It's 100 and 100, right? You guys coming into the relationship, you have to ultimately you're gonna be deciding on what is gonna happen. You know, what moves you're gonna make ultimately. Yes, she has. Yes, you both have a say, but ultimately the decision's gonna be on you. God's gonna look to you. He ain't gonna say, you know what I mean, what does your wife say? What are you guys doing? You know, what decision have you made for your family? So he was, you know, a lot of different stuff has been said. I can't say it in order because I don't have a tape recorder to go back in time. But he said a lot of, he gave me a lot of jewels, and a lot of stuff that he said was a reminder because I already heard that before. But he gave me some new jewels that I haven't heard because he had a particular perspective. And so, yeah, it was a good conversation, man. I enjoyed it. I almost wanted to ask for his number to talk to him about more about marriage stuff, but I will see him again, most likely, because I'm going to go to the dealership and get some, you know, callbacks or recalls done. So, yeah.
Nice, man. I actually wrote down some questions I want to ask you next podcast about just from that comment, because there's a lot to talk about from what you just said. Like talking about she's gonna change. She's gonna try to make you a woman.
Gonna try to make you, bro. I started laughing,
man. But it's so true. It is so true. Women want us to be like them so bad.
Want us to be like them. I don't want to brush my. Well, actually, you gotta brush your teeth. I don't want to comb my hair.
Bro, I'm telling you, man. See, we already breaking it down for you guys. We already want to talk about it, guys. You know what? I'm going to just put that question down.
Oh, man. Like, bro, stop trying to pick out my clothes out here, man.
Hey, man. So, we going to touch on this next time.
I don't need a stylist. Did I ask you?
We got him started. Hey, man. Look. Put the energy into a bottle.
They fine.
Put the energy into a bottle for next week, man. We're gonna bring the heat. You see, he's already talking about. Hey, look, man. Let's go. We're continuing part one. This is part two, so we're continuing the story from last week. If you guys don't know about the story, go listen to it last week. We said on the podcast. So we're going to continue going here. So just a little bit of recap. She met the dude, they were dating, and then he had, you know, surgery, some whatever. And so she was thinking about the gifting, if you remember.
Oh, the gift one. Oh, yeah, she was kind of too fast with it. She was kind of too fast.
Yeah. That's what she was asking, right? All right, so let's continue, right? The title of this one is update on me giving the guy I went on a second date with a small gift before his surgery. She continues, "Hi everyone. I came here a little while ago asking you if I should give a little present to this guy that I had only been on one date with. Here's the original post," and then she posted in there. So if you guys want to know, it'll be there. I got a way bigger response from you all than I expected, and I'm grateful for your input. Thought I'd update you all. I ended up going ahead with my original plan and giving him the gift. I gave him a book, a couple of magazines, and 3 small snacks. I put it in a brown grocery bag and gave it to him at the start of dinner in the most casual way possible. You remember us talking about, oh, is she gonna give me books, bro? You remember us talking about that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then she continues. He loved it. He has texted me and sent me photos every day that he's been in the hospital, and he already asked me out for a third date and also asked if I'd be his Valentine. Ha ha. I know it's cheesy, but cheesy
Mad
AF,
cheesy.
but cheesy AF, but I think this could be going somewhere. That's the end of that. Yeah. That's the end of that story. You said it's mad cheesy. Why do you think it's cheesy?
Bro, why you gotta ask him to be this dude? He's still injured? What you asking him? Y'all boyfriend or girlfriend? Oh yeah, they just not dating, right?
Yeah, they've been on one date.
But still, man, like that's.
Wait, what's cheesy?
Man.
What's cheesy? I'm not understanding. How she gave him stuff?
No, to be a Valentine, like ask him to be her Valentine. Ask
him
to be her. Wait, she asked him, right? That's what you said.
No. She said he loved it. He has texted me and sent me photos every day that he's been in the hospital, and he already asked me out for a third date, and also asked if I'd be his Valentine.
Yeah, she asked him if you'll be his Valentine, right?
No. He asked and also asked if I would be his Valentine.
And
so
also
he asked her.
Oh, okay, that's good. Then you good. You good money. You good money.
Yeah. So what part of that is cheesy?
That I thought I got it mixed up. I thought she asked him out.
Yeah.
Valentine. That would be cheesy. I'm like, man, he over there injured.
Like, nah, you don't be asking him. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you ask him, he need to rest. But if he want to man up and say, freak my leg is good and it's still broke, that's good. You got points right there.
Yeah,
you
man.
Yeah.
I actually think this is a good story. It demonstrates being thoughtful. Whatever she did here, I see it as like a girl move. And if a girl did that for you,
yeah, she was very caring and nurturing,
and look what it did. They're on their third date. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need sex to be in a genuine relationship. People start off really strong, man, and they mix in sex with it. They think that sex is what will make them stronger. I mean, if anyone doesn't see the picture, I would implore you to think about it, because this is like a girl being a girl and then a guy responding to her being a girl.
Oh.
It's a beautiful dynamic. She is now his Valentine because she thought of giving him a gift. Books and magazines, which we were like, hey, bring me some food. What you mean books and magazines?
Burger, fries, and wings, man.
Right? Even though we don't care too much about these books and magazine stuff, it gave her the position of being his Valentine. She feels appreciated and loved.
And look at this right here. And we had mentioned something like this. She is working. Actually, the Roommates podcast has been talking about this. She is working her feminine magic. She's being feminine out here.
That's it.
She's giving us the signs of interest and also being feminine and not masculine. Now we can make our masculine move. I'm injured. Yes. I still want to take you on a date. My jaw is jacked. You want to go on a date?
That's what I'm saying.
You want to go on a date, though? You see?
That's what I'm saying.
So she is being feminine and being the woman that she needs to be, and he could be the man that he needs to be.
Touchdown.
Baby.
Touchdown. That's what we need out here, man. We don't need girls, trying to be tough and, oh, you'll get better. You'll be fine. Like, text me in a couple weeks.
And the key is, bro, she let him know that she was still interested by being nurturing and being... Bro, girls don't do that no more, bro. They want you to figure out hieroglyphics and nonverbal cues. What the heck?
Even after his surgery, girls would have expected
Hold on, my alarm.
Oh, my gosh, man. I'm about to break this phone, man. If you guys watch the podcast, you know that every single time, pretty much, this daggone alarm goes off. And I'm just like, bro, why don't you just turn off this alarm? I nap sometimes, and I don't know why I can't turn it off. Man, why can't you turn off this alarm, man?
Right. I always forget to do it, man. I
Oh
always
my
forget to do
gosh.
it.
Why don't you just like turn it off for like ever? Because we always record on, this
Bro,
around this, and
I
it goes off every
what's funny?
single podcast, man.
Oh shoot, my game is still rolling. See, look, I always play a game on here. This phone is
Oh my gosh.
primarily to play a game, and that's why it's always on. So I forget to turn it off because, and plus it has my alarms on there to wake up in the
I
morning.
know. Just turn off that alarm for whenever we record. Like, just delete that alarm, man. Just get rid of that alarm. Just like delete that specific alarm
Let me see what time it is.
for 5
See?
o'clock.
See, we're supposed to be done before this because we started
Oh
late.
my gosh.
And don't forget we
All
started
right.
late. So
Yeah.
technically, this wouldn't be in here if we started at.
Oh, here we go.
right
That's
time.
another. See.
No, I'm
See?
just saying, like realistically, we would be already complete, and this wouldn't even happen. So,
All right. I'm gonna remind you next time to turn off the alarm if there's one that'll be going off while I record. But yeah, man. Yeah, we were talking about masculine and feminine energy. Yeah, I think this is a
Man.
beautiful demonstration. Girls being
beautiful,
sweet,
man.
girls being
Yes.
nice, being caring.
Yeah.
Thinking about dudes. Not hounding him and stuff like that. Just being there and being sweet. But girls don't see it that way. Girls see it as they need to
They
be
wanna be
aggressive
tough
and ambitious.
And aggressive,
all this
bop,
extra
bop, bop.
stuff,
and
fighting
and,
about everything. They got to win every
Yeah.
argument. Yeah, it's tiring.
and,
tiring.
and the nonverbal cues, like we're supposed to figure out hieroglyphics in the air and crap.
Yeah.
Like, what is?
Yeah.
Why can't you be clear? You like me?
Yeah.
Show me that you like me. Then I can respond. I like you, but I need some response to feed off of to know, like, hey, you're interested because I don't want to be over here wasting time,
Yep.
and so I think that combination makes things work.
The argument could be guys and girls are the same.
In what
True,
way?
physiologically. Like, so the argument is like guys and girls are pretty much the same. So like, why should guys do things differently than girls? You know what I mean? And I think that's true. Guys and girls are pretty much the same, but there are key differences in hormones and chemical reactions in our body that make the way we go about life look very different. We are the same pretty much in everything. But one of the symptoms of these chemical reactions or things is the fact that guys are generally physically more stronger than girls. Go ahead before you forget.
And to this example, you see how she responded emotionally because she wanted to nurture, take care of her manses, right? Her potential manses.
Yeah.
Logically, oh, she's being this. Well, I'm going to reciprocate and show her, hey,
Exactly.
I want to be in this. So she
Yeah.
was more emotional with her response. He was like, hey, it's looking the way I think it should look. Let's go
Yeah.
ahead. See?
And guess what? She didn't initially start this plan to make sure that she gets a reaction. She just did it because she just wanted to. She just
did it.
liked to do it. Mm-hmm. She was thoughtful.
You got a lot of
know what I
selfish
mean?
girls out here these days. I'm not his mama.
Wouldn't
Bop, bop,
spend a
bop, bop.
dime on him. Yeah. They would not spend a penny on the guy
would-
that they're interested to,
Exactly. And see,
and they would
that's another
expect him to
part.
spend the money on her.
Yeah, that's another spot, man, where it's like we're not making all the investments. I need to see some investment from the other end too, because it's 100-100. It's not 50-50 or 25-75.
Mm-hmm.
We both need to be making investments if we're taking this serious.
Yeah, man. I know of a story. Maybe I'll divulge who it's about, but I know of a story where the guy and the girl they lived in two different cities. He would come and visit her sometimes, and whenever he didn't have stuff, he didn't have money, she would give him a little bit of the money that she made that week. If when she didn't have money, he would give her a little bit of the money that he made that week, and they got married, and they had a very strong marriage. So it's not necessarily based off of the guy showing and buying you everything before. Girls have actually made living off of guys just buying them stuff when they go on dates and when they date them. That's crazy. They don't work. They just date guys with a lot of money, and they're fine because the guys will buy them everything.
Yeah, bro, that's messed up, and that's nasty.
That's nutty. Yeah,
that's nasty to me. But
it's disgusting, man.
We're running out of time, and the last segment. You know what I just noticed? Do we even have a top 5?
No, we didn't have a top 5, man.
But guess what I did? I wrote down a top 5 while you were telling the story. So today's top 5, off the jump. Now, we both want to get married and stuff like that, and we both will be. God's grace. I'm definitely gonna be married for sure. I can't survive out here. Top 5 honeymoon spots. Yeah.
Oh man. Ooh.
This stuff's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Man, I already know my number 1, man.
Number 5.
Oh man. You want to start with the number 5 or not?
And this don't gotta be in any particular order or ranking, but just 5 places that you would want to go to.
Okay.
My number 5.
Okay. Go ahead.
I guess I'll start off with. Remember, it's not in any ranking order. I'm just gonna write them down as I go. I really want to go to Bali. Bali, yeah, Bali, man. I think that's Bali? in the Philippines. Wait, is it Bali or Mali?
I don't know.
Wait. Hold on, let me look this up. Real quick because I don't want to mess this up. I don't want to say I'm going to like a place and turns out I was talking about a whole nother island. Yeah, Bali. Bali is an island. Yep, it's in Indonesia. Bali, and it's like one of the top honeymoon places to go to. They got it all over Instagram and crap and YouTube.
Yeah,
Bali, man, because like you're right on the water. You're right on the water getting jiggy.
Yeah. One of my places would be Dubai.
Whoa.
Dubai seems to be that place that is like coming up in production.
Bro, I told you he rich, y'all. I told you.
No. But I'm saying they're still growing, even though they've been in like development for so many years. Like Dubai's already been amazing, but the way they're building the city, it just looks so expensive, and it looks like
it's like a golden city out there or something.
I know. And I would love to spend vacation or honeymoon there, man. It would be enjoyable if you have the money to.
Hey, you want to go in the next 5 years?
Hey, man, let's.
Hey, we calling it out right now. We calling it out right now.
Before kids come along, man.
Oh, that might have kids before that.
Yeah.
I'm definitely getting it in.
You are
about that time. Yeah, I'm probably gonna at least have one within that time span. At least, bro. I'm gonna get.
Hey, it'll still be fun, man. If hey, man, let's do it.
Yeah, man.
Let's do it.
Okay,
man.
Bali number 5 for me. Number 4, I'll go with Hawaii. I think Hawaii is beautiful as well.
You know what? I'm gonna match you on that and say my number 4 is Hawaii too. Yeah.
Yeah, Hawaii.
Yeah.
Never been there before. Never been.
Okay.
Heard it's expensive as well.
Yeah.
You know.
It's a bit on the pricier
Yeah, but I like the tropical island vibes, right? The beach, the nice water, just relaxing, palm trees, coconut
Lilo
juice,
and Stitch.
coconut juice there. Drink the water for the coconut. You know what I'm saying?
Coconut Pondam head.
You know what
Ponda
I'm saying?
head.
Pon the head top,
Pondy head.
pon your head top.
Yeah.
Rice tail, rice and oxtail. Rice and peas and oxtail.
Hey,
Stuff
what are we
like that.
talking about here, man? Wait,
I don't
is
know,
this
bro.
Hawaii still?
It's Hawaii, but they got Jamaican food in Hawaii, though. You know what I'm saying? They got it transported.
For real?
No, they don't. I mean, they probably
Yeah,
do.
I've never heard of one. Maybe.
I don't know. I'm just talking. But yeah.
Yeah, Hawaii for me too, man. I just want to have one of their coconuts. I also like. Why are you laughing, man? Why are you laughing, man? Oh shoot!
You said just when you said it, man. You said I just want to have one of their coconuts. Ooh. Oh
Hey,
shoot.
man.
Oh,
You guys
man.
ever see those commercials for like how beautiful their coconuts look and stuff? You haven't?
Yo. Oh shoot. Oh man. Yo.
Hey,
You and these
let's
coconuts,
move forward,
man. You
Let's
and these
move forward,
coconuts.
man. Let's move forward, man. Hey, my number 3 in no particular order is hold up, wait, no, it's your turn. It's your turn to say
Number three. Definitely not Coconut Island. But I hear the Philippines are beautiful and cheap. I might gotta take a trip over there.
It might be cheap to find a wife there too.
Whoa, man! I heard some craziness. They got a lot of transgenders over there. A lot of dukes that are, yeah, bro. I don't want to mess with. I don't want to mess with anybody over there. You know what I'm saying? Pull down the skirt, and it's a sausage party. Nope, not for me.
Hey, are you trying to say most of them are like that?
No, but I heard that it's a high volume of those type of people over there.
I'm sure if you see a girl, you'll know it's a girl. Like there's some girls who I'm just like, okay, let's be honest here. Like, are you really though? But like for the most part, girls you could tell, right?
I don't
Right,
know,
you
man.
can tell.
I haven't seen them myself, and I know it's getting hard here in America. So, bro, I can only
Yeah,
imagine.
it's getting weird, man. It's
Where
getting
my
weird.
eyes
Man.
could see, you know what I mean?
There's some people that I see on shows and I'm like, wait, are you a guy or a girl? Like
Bro, when I see
it's
strong
it's
chins,
like a puzzle.
anytime I see strong chins or strong,
Strong
shoulders,
chins, man.
bro,
It makes you like aroused, like it's attractive to
see,
you.
I gotta finish. I should have finished my sentence quicker before you came in with this BS, this barium sulfide. But
That's what you like
no.
girls, right?
Well, nope. When I see,
Are you
strong
changing
chins,
up now?
Nope. Hold up.
You change.
when I see chiseled chins and strong shoulders, I'm like, nope, something's wrong with that.
It's not mine. That's what's wrong with that. Is that what you're trying to say?
Nah. Oh my gosh, this dude. No, we ain't messing with that at all, at no cost.
All right.
I'm over here laughing. I can't even act quiet because I'm laughing. But yeah, man.
Hey. Okay.
The Philippines is nice though.
The Philippines. Yeah, it looks nice. At least the tourist spots, the spots that are built up or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Number 3 for me in no particular order. We talking about Japan. We talking about Japan. Japan got that beautiful, uppity, happy type anime looking cultures. That I'm just like, it looks more happy than anything. But I also know Japan.
But you'll go there
has
for
issues.
a honeymoon. You'll go there for a honeymoon.
Oh yeah.
And they got some good food over there
Japan?
too.
They got some good food, man. Do you like sushi?
I like sushi.
Oh.
I
Yeah,
like sushi.
man.
Oh, I gotta go to the sushi spot that's over here that I've never been to. I gotta try it out.
Oh, I want some
Anyway.
sushi now. Dang.
I know now you got me thinking about sushi. Anyway, my number 2. Let's take a trip to Italy. Italy.
Hey, I'm with you on that one.
Pasta de Vachon.
All the batonis. We eat it all.
Oh.
Hey, man. That's my number 2, too. I'm with
It's called
I'm with
lobster.
Italy.
It's called lobster and steak, or it's called lobster pasta.
Hey, man, look. I've heard you could also find a nice wife in Italy. Just putting it out
yeah.
there. Just saying.
Mamma mia.
Yeah, and I think they have that little the spiciness to them that you like. Yeah.
Oh no,
Okay. All right. Let's move forward.
Bro.
Let's move forward because that is your subject. That is your area of expertise, and we don't have enough time to explore that. So let's move forward with this, guys. We'll have a whole podcast one day dedicated to the expertise of Mr. Eddie Ed, going into deep explanation of his desired yams and produce. So you're number 1, man. You're number 1. My number 2 is also Italy.
Italy. My number 1, but remember, it's not like number 1. I'm just naming number 1. No particular order. South Africa, bro. I heard
particular order.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Sorry, my bad. This is for when I want to go to a honeymoon. I mean, South Africa. Is
Yeah,
beautiful
you don't
too,
want to
but
go to Africa for a honeymoon.
I was thinking of more like going there to see the ladies because I heard the women over there are beautiful. South Africa, like the actual country, South Africa.
Oh, he wants the mixed part of Africa. He doesn't like the African ladies.
But we going there for a honeymoon, so I can't go to a honeymoon looking for a
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So yeah. So
this dude's tripping.
You're
tripping.
That's not even in the books.
No, it's not, man. No, it's not. See?
Yeah. Let's go ahead
Caught
with
up.
that.
Got me feeling it.
Let's go to
Jamaica.
let's go to Dubai, man.
Ooh.
I would like to go to Dubai or Abu Dhabi. Dubai, let's go to Dubai.
Dubai.
Yeah, that'll be.
Hey, if you got the money, man. If you got the money, go to Dubai. My number 1 is also an expensive place, the Keys.
Oh, I forgot about the Keys.
The Keys, man.
That's an honorable mention for me.
Yeah, for sure. I saw that one picture of them extending the villages into the ocean and just having a hut built on top of the waters for the couples to enjoy. Oh, man. You got to be kidding me.
I've been over there.
To their honeymoon hotel type things, though?
No.
But it's still beautiful, right?
Oh, yeah, man. They got all kinds of beaches out there. The beaches. The water over there, you can see inside the water. You can see, when you go scuba diving, you can see all the fish. You can see, any other creatures, because it's clear. They say Clearwater Beach is clear. When you go to the Keys, it's clear over there.
That's clear. Beautiful.
Yeah, man, they got some clear water over there.
That's beautiful. That's amazing, man.
Amazing,
wow.
Bro. Amazing.
I gotta go.
I would definitely go there
one day.
Bro, that's another vacation spot that we could go in the future too.
We gotta go, man. We gotta go.
Yeah.
We gotta go.
Yeah.
We gotta go. Dubai and the Keys.
Bro, we got a lot of planning to do.
Guys, thank you for joining us on this podcast. It's been podcast number 18 now.
18.
We're just going straight up with these numbers. Thank you guys for joining us on these topics. Hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. Leave your comment below. Leave a like or a dislike if you would like. I advocate for both, but he thinks he should just do the like button. I don't know.
Smash the like button.
Each person has their own things. But guys, join us on follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, tweet at us, Facebook, and DM us different topics that you guys would love for us to talk about, to touch on, because we have a lot to talk about. So with that being said, Mr. Eddie, do you have anything to add?
If you think we're holy, you're absolutely right. If you think we're demonic, you could be right. You could be.
Sometimes,
right?
Sometimes you could be right, yeah.
We're the Holy Duo Podcast, and we're only holy because
he is.
He is.
Hello. Goodbye.